Okay. If men, so the energy is that men wanted to be the center of attention, right? Bible is all from a men's perspective. Therefore, now the energy has flipped, and how it's played out is that all men, like women, draw people's attention. You can be a woman, and just because you're a woman, people want to like watch you. Isn't that cool? And I know that because that energy is around. Also, with the comment from MR before about filthy. The earth is a filthy place. It's beautiful. And true healers that are digesting this energy can feel this and see this. And how things work for me is physically it shows up. The energy shows up physically. And I'm very connected with our Mother Earth. And you can spend some time cleaning her and helping groom her, because I feel like that's part of what humans can do in return of the energy. So my big here's something to do is to pick up any garbage you see. If and I do it all the time, and people are like, "Oh, Talisha's a garbage picker." Well, you can wash your hands in the sink after, okay? You don't need gloves. You don't need garbage. Shut up. And everything is a reflection. I believe that as well, including me. Like if I was, you can see I have extra chub on me. I'm not in shape. Like, our people, that can be a reflection of who they are as well. Like, obviously I can be a bit, what is it, greedy or gluttonous, where you the discipline to say no. That is, it's a sin. That's another thing with this Bible and the commandments. Thou shalt not kill. Why would it not say thou shalt only love? The worst thing people could go out there and do is not love somebody. Instead, they made it so the worst thing somebody is gonna go do is like off another human being. That's terrible. That's terrible. In my eyes, anyway. I've brought this up to people in my real world, like, you know, family and stuff, and been like, why are the commandments this way? How am I doing? I'm doing great. I am from Canada, Vancouver. Welcome to my channel. Hello. I do have crazy eyes, like, those are real, no context. And I was born with them. So, I have one child. He is 14 years old. Welcome to the internet, to on your what? My age. I am 33 years old. Did I get circumcised? No. Because that is not my choice to make for him. When he grows up, he can make that choice. I'm not going to choose to remove a piece of his body without his permission. He's young to ask. He does not understand the seriousness of that choice. And I know it's like, oh man, that you would make him want to do that later, and oh, it's near and all this and that. Well, no, you must not. You can say that. That's also a Bible thing, isn't it? I believe God made our bodies the way that they should be. And I've seen what happens when little boys grow up with a circumcision gone wrong. Also, what's my channel about? Well, I read tarot cards, but I'm an energy reader, and I'm just kind of like loosening up to being online. So I've started talking about whatever I want, which is all things. I have very deep conversations with people, and I'm finding that the people that I'm talking to sometimes... Who is this Jeremy dude? You know, I don't want to block you because I don't believe in that, but let's at least, can we put you in, we could put a user in time out for 30 minutes. So I'm the only moderator here. This is my channel. I do all the stuff here. And if you're gonna be mean to me or sexual, which that is another thing. Energy, loving energy, beautiful, nurturing energy can be mistaken as like a... That's one thing I've noticed in real life with men, specifically. If I'm nice to them, all of a sudden they think I have a crush on them. That's not... That's not it. I can love you and wish you well and still hope you're eating, but not want you sitting at my table. Because most of them are not single. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I also feel that so that skin covers the tip, right? That skin covering the tip keeps it sensitive. If you were to remove that skin, the tip's exposed, therefore it loses the sensitivity. I have a clit, okay? So I know that the skin that covered my clit, if it wasn't covered, if it was exposed, and like the pants and walking and all that stuff, yeah, sure, you could become a master of your physical, but are you actually becoming a master of your physical self if you can't do it when you have max pleasure or max sensitivity to the feelings? So therefore, I'm sorry to say, if you have had that taken away from you, it could be an insecurity within yourself. It could be something, like, it could be an abandonment thing, like almost like something was taken from you that you didn't have control over. And like, I'm sorry for you, for your parents making that choice for you. Even though it could be a religion thing, that's another thing, it could be a religious thing. And I'm not trying to attack religion at all, because I also have family that like chose to do that way. And you can prescribe it upon man, but from whom? Did you speak to God himself? This man in here talking about how men can control themselves better if they are circumcised or master themselves. That is fine to have that belief. I don't believe that. For me, in order to master something, you have to have the worst or the you can't challenge something unless you have all of the... How do you explain this to somebody? It's like that movie, I don't know, there's this movie where if you defeat the best, that's when you know you're the best. So if you're defeating something because you removed its power before you defeated it, like in that movie, what's it called? Like The Mummy? Scorpion King, and like when they walk through that gate, that one guy loses all his power. He cannot defeat the Scorpion King without his power. So he knows the other guy can. Brendan Fraser. I forget his character's name, but he was my like crush way back when. Not so much anymore, hey? The walking masturbate. What is that? Anyways, am I married? No. Single. Very single. But I'm okay with that. Because every time that I've tried to become friends with someone, I just learn what work I have to do on myself. And that's okay. I'm okay with working on myself. Also, I lost someone when I was 23. 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I was 22. Anyway, never recovered really fully. Probably never will. Oh, exactly, right? Exactly. So if a man has his thing exposed the whole time, is he not like, it's becoming desensitized because you are literally stimulating it constantly? As a child, like, I feel so bad. I used to work in a doctor's office where they perform the procedure. It's done in a church. It's done in a doctor's office. I was a part of like the whole medical field here in Canada for a while. And I believe it's all witchcraft. Not all of it, but because part of it is that, well, they're just healing in a different way. But naturally, like, and then you have to question, like, no power. I'm like, but the earth is overpopulated. I think that's part of the problem. I'm like, oh, should I not say that? Like, oh, I feel bad saying that. But like, yeah, our healthcare system is keeping people alive. Therefore, I love that we have those things to keep people alive, because there are people in my life who I love who are able to stay alive because of those healthcare systems in place. Do I believe that that is part of, like, then you just have to be thankful. So have you ever been with a guy with circumcised? Wow. Why do women a lot of the times while sitting are constantly opening and closing their legs? How do you know that? I'm pretty sure they just stayed one way the whole time. Lord have mercy for all of y'all souls who want to jump on here. And just look at a pretty face. That's all right too, but I'm not doing this for attention. I was doing this for connection. The fact that I'm connecting with, this is what happens. This is why, no. I'd rather just stay home, keep to myself, be good. Anyways, I spent a lot of time with y'all. And I've come back a few times. I forget even what. I don't disagree with the type of like energy y'all are presenting forward. That's your choice to live that way. Welcome. My name's Talisha, and I'm just sitting here talking to people, reading these comments. Some of them can be inappropriate. We were talking about a whole thing about men are circumcised versus not circumcised. I will marry you anyway. You know how many people have said that to me? With these eyes? A lot. And I'm not trying to be like cocky or anything, but it's like, I need the proof before I believe anything anymore. You know? Yeah. So I was talking about this Chariot card and forward movement, and then I was also talking Mother Earth and how we connect with her and how we can heal. What in the hell? Okay, I gotta go. Y'all are too much for me. This conversation out of hand, okay? Then I throw you. Did you see